Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Siti Nasabin Ismail. My metric number is 14D8020F1047. Today I want to explain about case study Audit 1. Okay, question 1. For question A is describe audit working paper. Audit working papers are the document which recording during the course of audit evidence obtained during financial statement auditing, internal management auditing, information system auditing and investigation. Audit working paper are used to support the audit work done in order to provide the assurance that the audit was performed in accordance with the relevant auditing standard. Okay, for question B, discuss the proposed audit documentation. Audit documentation have three: record the audit evidence to form the basis of conclusion and opinion. 2. Evidence of audit plan to serve as evidence that the audit was planned and performed in accordance with auditing standard and applicable legal and regulatory requirement. For the 3. Evidence to provide evidence the underlying accounting record agree or reconciles with the FS. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Ayuni Shazana Huda binti Yazid and my matrix number is 14D8020F1053. I will continue this presentation with the answer question number 1C and number 1D. For the question number 1C, the answer is the audit working papers prepared by the auditors are the property of the auditors. The working papers are the matters documented by the auditor, so they are his property. Furthermore, policies and procedures should be designed and established by the firm to maintain the confidentiality, retention and accessibility of the audit working papers. Next, we move to the question number 1D. The answer is number 1, audit planning. For the audit planning, they plan nature, perfect timing and extent of the risk assessment procedure. Second, checklist. They describe the document that is created during the audit planning stage. And most auditing software programs have a list of standard audit checklist template that can be used for different types of audits. The third one is confirmation letters. They provide a letter that the auditor will send out to the third parties such as bank or suppliers and asking them to confirm certain financial information. And the last one is analyze conducted. Consists of evaluations of financial information through analysis of plausible relationship among both financial and non-financial data. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I will explain about the audit sampling and population. Audit sampling. Best ISA 530 explain audit sampling as the application of the audit procedure to less than 100% of items within a population of the audit relevance, such as all sampling audit have a chance of selection in order to provide the auditor with a reasonable basis which to draw the conclusion about the entire population. The population consists of the material data the auditor can use to draw conclusion that will be a royal representation of the financial statement. Auditor must ensure that the sample select is the representative of the population. If the sample is not representative of the population, the auditor will not be able to draw the conclusion on the entire population. Next, I will explain about the two approaches in sampling. The first is statistical. Random item selection and they use the probability theory to evaluate the result as well as through the application of the mathematical rulers. It's allow quantification or measurement of the sampling risk in sample planning and evaluating results. Second is non-statistical. Sample selection is based on the characteristic or attribute set by the auditor. Sample item trusted by the auditor will provide the most useful information in the selected situation. Conclusion are reached about the population on the consideration. Lastly, I will explain about the different sampling risk and non-sampling risk. Auditor can control and measure the sampling risk if the statistical sampling is used in the determined sample size and selecting the sample item. In this case, auditor can measure how much risk they can face and control it. For the non-sampling risk, is the sampling risk. The auditor can draw an incorrect conclusion, which is unrelated to the sampling risk. The risk usually occur the lack of the knowledge, and therefore proper training and adequate supervision by the senior audit staff can help reduce the chance of the significant risk occurring.
Hi, my name is Nur Fatimati Wahid. I will continue for question 2D. IRA should use statistical sampling approach while conducting audit tests on inventory. This is because IRA should get the sample result in objective and defensible even though the company has a lot of outlets such as Alur Gajah, Peringgit and Masjid Tanah. Moreover, the sample size is objectively determined will allow the estimation of errors to be made. Thus, this sampling approach may combine and evaluate it even though the work is done by different auditor other than IRA. Last but not least, objective evaluation of test result is possible if IRA use statistical sampling approach. That's all from us. Thank you for watching.